123 hours and 45 minutes. That's how long it took me to 100% Super Kirby Clash for the Nintendo Switch. And the main issue was this guy right here. Oh! Pyribbit EX. The Pyribbit EX speed clear specifically, where you have to beat him in less than 50 seconds and 40 seconds. I was stuck on that. You see, my main is Hammerlord. I love Hammerlord. I like the invincibility frames you get with Hammerlord. Easy! I like the insane damage you can do with Hammerlord. But playing with Hammerlords with randoms trying to get a speed clear on Pyribbit EX was not happening. Oh my! And as much as I hate to say it, I had to use Beam Mage. I had to drop Hammerlord and use Beam Mage because that time freeze was absolutely necessary. Especially if I'm going to be playing with randoms, which I decided not to. I decided to go instead and do it offline. That was the best way of doing it anyway, because you can use 5 times the attack potions. And I had my best friend to help me with local co-op. We both just used Beam Mages. That was the only thing I could think of, and I would set the computers to Beam Mages too. He'd never played beforehand, but you don't need much skill to use Beam Mage anyway. It's like the easiest class in the game. Using 4 Beam Mages, even if 2 of them are computer controlled, makes time stop easier. And using the 5 attack potions that I mentioned earlier would help me do the damage I needed to kill him in time. The main issue was him jumping into the background and running down the timer, because that's stupid. This is stupid.
Okay, we gotta wait.
The fact that we can't hit him here is so evil. They knew what they were doing.
They knew it.
Pyribbit EX is literally my least favorite boss in the entire Kirby franchise, only because of these 2 missions.
2 seconds, 2 seconds, yes! I think we did it. For one of them. Well, we might have done both. Die. That's my favorite part. 40 seconds on the dot! Does it count? I did it!
I also did it.
Yeah, you also did it, whatever.
Wow!
No, how is it? Wow!
I ended up clearing the mission on the dot. I was right there, and I didn't think it was going to give it to me, but it did. Even though those 2 were the most annoying ones, I did have one more special hero mission that I hadn't completed yet. Earn Platinum with no one getting KO'd on Parallel Nightmare's Revenge Super Plus. It wasn't too hard for me to live, but whenever I played with randoms, someone always died no matter what. It was just an uncoordinated mess. However, I'd be able to do it this time since I was playing a local co-op, and I could use 5 attacking potions, which is a real game changer. Getting Platinum with 4 Beam Mages would be easy, but I thought to myself, I could just probably get it with my main class, which is Hammer. I really like Hammer, and it was considerably easier using Hammer with 3 Beam Mages. The ending was pretty clutch. There was a time stop and we started to wail on him. It's pretty cool, pretty hype.
Oh, that is beautiful. He's dead now. I beat it! I beat 100% of this game.
I'm glad you did that.
Wait. I should be done. Why is it still like that? Hang on.
What are you talking about?
I am not done. It didn't say congratulations!
Afterwards, I found myself confused. I beat all of the heroic missions for every stage, but why didn't I get the splash screen for 100%ing the game? Stupid! Upon diving further into the menus and screens, I found that there was one more I hadn't done. Technically a few more? I ended up having to do 300 quests in story mode. No special requirements or anything, just grinding. And that part was boring. It was so boring. I literally watched YouTube videos while killing Hornhead with Hammer over and over just to bloat the numbers. I think I did 2 different sessions of like 40 matches because I had to do it like 80 times, and it was just, oh my god, it was so grating. However, for the very last quest, I fought Parallel Nightmare. I don't know why I did it, I just thought it would be fun to kill Nightmare as my 100% clear. We did it, and now my crown is different.
Wow, incredible!
Look at that. Completed all missions. That's a nice little thing. At first I was a little annoyed that my board didn't change into something awesome, but then I went over to the other area and saw that the board was this sick cross-sword platinum and gold work of art, and that was good enough for me. Super Kirby Clash was done, and I could finally say I 100%ed it. Would I do it again though? Maybe. I know one thing's for certain. If you plan to do this and get 100%, if you plan to play Super Kirby Clash and get 100%, you might as well cave in and buy the highest tier of gem apples that you can. It'll make things go so much faster than someone that's playing completely free to play. But that kind of makes sense. However, there's a lot of roadblocks to overcome, and unfortunately a lot of limiting gates, like the 2 different staminas, caps on levels tied to heroic mission ranks, and the fragments to make the higher gear. It makes it a little bit, I wouldn't say unfair for free-to-play players, it's just gonna take them longer. A lot of the problems can simply be solved by throwing money at the game, but it is a pretty fun, if not basic, gameplay loop. It's basically a watered-down Kirby Monster Hunter. Fighting bosses with your friends and randoms can be really fun, and it's free to play, so I would say check it out. If I had to choose my favorite class, it would probably be between Doctor and Hammer. I don't like how a lot of the Hammer gears look, but I do like how the Doctor gears look. Look at him, he's so cute. I love him. Thanks for watching, okay, bye!